Hi, my name is Ania Bulczak and I am a midwife. Today I'm here to answer the question, how can labor begin? Will it start with your water breaking or will it begin with labor contractions? I'd like to discuss a few scenarios with you. First of all, it might happen that you start feeling contractions, but they're not real contractions. In fact, these contractions could be Braxton Hicks contractions. They can start as early as the 27th week of pregnancy and don't necessarily mean that labor is beginning. Labor contractions are contractions where each subsequent one is stronger than the last. They occur roughly every 5 minutes, and in fact, you should only experience them in a full-term pregnancy. That is after the 37th week of pregnancy. If we consider additional scenarios during labor contractions, it may happen that as the contractions begin, you suddenly realize that your water has broken. What if the contractions continue, but your water hasn't broken? Everything is perfectly fine in that case. This means that you are experiencing one of the many possible birth scenarios where contractions begin, then you go to the hospital, and your water may actually break in the meantime, between contractions or during the contractions that immediately precede the birth of your baby. It may happen that at some point during labor, there will be a need, so to speak, to rupture the amniotic sac so that the waters can be released in a more mechanical induced way. Everything will depend on the circumstances surrounding the birth. Of course, there could also be another scenario, namely you wake up at night, look and see the sheet is wet. Oh no! My water broke, but I'm not having any contractions. Such a situation can also happen. And here you should also know that from the moment your water breaks, you will still have plenty of time before contractions start. We as medical professionals usually wait about 48 hours for the uterus to decide on its own to start contractions. Sometimes we need to support your body, for example, by administering hormones such as oxytocin in order to induce contractions. However, it is completely natural for labor to start with your water breaking. You have about 6 hours to get to the hospital. What if, for example, your GBS result is positive or negative? What is a GBS result? Maybe I'm actually starting to talk about things you don't know about yet. Remember, you can always trust your midwife. Subscribe to our channel, visit our website, and watch more of our videos.